Hi everybody, this is Chrigel from Eluveitie, and you're listening to Moshpit on CM.
So Chrigel is the vocalist and many other things of the Swiss folk metal band Eluveitie. They will be touring Australia in May, playing at Matt Watts on the 21st. Chrigel, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Alan.
So unfortunately, I'm not able to interview under better circumstances. A few days was announced that a few members of the band would unfortunately be leaving. Can you talk a little bit about this and what impact this is going to have on the future of the band?
Sure. To be honest, like at the moment, it's pretty tough for everybody, obviously. But at the same time, I would say I'm looking at it with a crying and with a smiling face. I mean, as I said, like it's at this very moment, it's very tough. I mean, it's tough musically. Like, you know, for a band, we're losing 3 members, but way above that, it's difficult, you know, emotionally, because I mean, we're all friends. We've spent most of our lives together for like more than 10 years now, so that's definitely not an easy situation to handle. On the other hand, I'm sure that this was the right decision, and you know, it's probably the same with everything. You know, every difficult situation and challenging situation can also mean a chance, at least if you're using it as a chance, and that's what we are all doing. And so in that sense, I'm sure that once, like, you know, the hard first part is overcome by all of us, it will be like really good. We just had a show the day before yesterday, and I talked to Anna about like her first ideas about their new project, and I'm really looking forward to that one, and I'm also curious about it, and I'm sure it will be absolutely fantastic. For us in Eluveitie, I mean, so yeah, I was going to say we're not canceling shows, and for us in Eluveitie, it just, you know, means a challenge. I mean, we will have a new lineup, and to me, it's clear. You know, I'm not talking about replacements, because you know there's only one Anna, one Evo, and one Merlin, and our new members will not be replacing them. It will be something different. But yeah, I'm sure, and I'm actually really looking forward to it, and I'm sure it will be like really good. And musically, it's, you know, as I said, like it will be different, you know, especially if it comes to the voice. I mean, there's only one Anna Murphy, and our new hurdy-gurdy player / singer will definitely sound different. But yeah, as I say, like I'm sure it will be good, and you know, songwriting-wise, or music in that sense will not change. It's basically me, or mostly me, to write Eluveitie music, and you know, Eluveitie will always be Eluveitie and sound like Eluveitie.
Well, that's good to hear. It's good to hear that it's always good to hear that the breakup, members drifting apart, is at least mutually positive in that way. Now, in terms of, like, your statement talked a lot about going back to roots. Is that sort of an intentional thing, that maybe you might be looking to your earlier work at all, or was that just part of the statement?
That's definitely what we feel like, but it's not necessarily meant in a musical way. It's more for us personally, because, you know, I mean, we've been together for almost 10 years now, and in such a long time, of course, you know, you develop as a person, and your, perception of everything develops, and everything, and we just felt it, you know, like our ideas about the band and how a band should be and should work and everything, that's rather the part that we just kind of developed away from each other. It's not necessarily musically.
Mm-hmm. In terms of the live shows, especially, you know, given that you're going to have a few fill-in members for at least a little while, how do you go about preparing for that? Because there's I think there's, 8 members on stage at any given time? That's a lot of people to coordinate. How do you go preparing for that?
rushed. I mean, we don't have that much time, obviously, and we will just do our very best. And yeah, at this very moment here, we're just like intently looking for, amazing musicians to help us out. And yeah, that's basically what we're doing. But then again, it's also like a really nice thing. And I always used to say that, the world of music is like a little village, after all, and if you're around for a couple of years, and if you've been touring for like a couple of years, it's like, everybody knows everybody, and we're getting messages from a lot of friends from other bands, and and there's a lot of people like willing to help us out, and so yeah, I think it'll be good and probably also interesting.
Eluveitie is going to be playing at Matt Watts on the 21st of May. Chrigel, thank you so much for joining me, and all the best for the future.
Thank you very much for the interview. Yeah, thanks, same to you. We're looking forward to finally come back to Australia.